Check, Mike 42. Hey.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Now Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hudson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Lambert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. 26. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 53, get up!
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third and 10.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Rodgers now going to throw again. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
319. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me. It's just me and you. Hey, exit. Mike,
now Rodgers throwing on second down. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 87 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
42, Mike 42. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
MJ!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hudson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Right there, 54.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hudson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On first down, Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, foxtrot.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Throwing on second down, Murray, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. A screen to Bell.
Come on.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in.
Nigga, what are you doing?
Someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot.
You're making me get my fucking interception back.
Intercepted. Picked up
This
at the
nigga.
20, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to let it go again.
Hell no.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls in.
You ain't about to beat Alexander. That's not happening. Not one-on-one. That nigga fast.
For a receiver there, already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Rodgers, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. And he comes back with 1 complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Yeah. But it's pretty solid, though.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep.
He underthrew it. He under-fucking threw the ball.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
I think he underthrew it too. He fucking threw it.
39-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Come on, bro! I jumped.
But maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position, maybe. Turn the ball over.
I'm hitting triangle. Them motherfuckers don't even catch.
You're a nice
man.
Don't
even get out there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on, man. I jumped that shit.
Down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time.
Now, that should have been an interception, though, right?
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is
I ain't worried about that one-on-one.
It certainly is because
you see me right there. Come on, bro.
You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety.
I came back.
They feel like he can win every battle.
I came back with the motherfucking safety. That's bullshit. I came back with the motherfucking safety, man. That's some bullshit. What?
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. And he finds Daniels.
Get the fuck out of here. I knew you was going to do an out route. I just know which one you was going to.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Because I would have did the same thing.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Murray to air it out again. Dancing to his left.
There it is.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this.
Why you even block, bro?
Shot down.
Why you even block?
Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
That's it. Wow,
Coach,
man.
Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter
I switched it for him to block the other dude, but he didn't even block the motherfucker. He ran right around.
For the second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
I needed one more block, man.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively. You don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
What, run? I'm definitely running.
Now Jones.
Man, dude,
2 yards on the
close the hole like
It'll be
it's
2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Yeah, just a run.
They'll run on first down. Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop it.
I ran past him.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
There it is. In the gap.
And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that
lead. That's a good stop, though.
And this will be a touchback as that safe.
Who, the quarterback? What you got to put in Kenyon Drake? Do it. For right now, yeah.
Over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play fake. Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
Oh.
And the Packers pick it up.
Oh, my God.
They get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
What the heck?
He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Jones, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they were just roaming hit.
And that's caught by Smith. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers.
Thread the needle on that
Big
one.
play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced
I thought
fumble
it was,
defensively
though.
leads
How you
to
do
6
was there.
points for the Packers. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Down.
Now to kick
That's
this
your
away,
off like a
and
motherfucker.
off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
No. Come on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones.
Come on, man.
And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell.
Come on, Amy.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down.
Get it. Oh!
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
No, this Alexander, man.
They're going to be incomplete.
Alexander,
it's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary
Alexander always catch up with everybody.
Put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
I didn't throw it.
Escape, and he goes down.
I've seen him late.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're
You're
getting 3
lucky
to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
Dang!
Again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Come on, Wilson, get back there.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at
throw it in the middle.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating.
There you go.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to keep it here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, open middle is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Wilson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
That's my
so
rookie.
From the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I like this play right here. Nice pass.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
How both y'all get stuck in the same lane?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The fuck is that?
Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack,
get in the middle.
Down. Rodgers, that's caught inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
No. 319. Check. Watch 54. Night, sweetheart.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And Jones can't get nothing.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Single.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
That's crazy.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
Don't worry about that one-on-one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin-your-ears time indeed. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Just look cold-blooded.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Don't come out of there.
And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Drake will start the drive on the ground.
Run him down, though.
Down past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I fucked up.
Play fake here on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella.
I couldn't get back on
the before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. They go play action here on 1st down.
Here, come catch it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Yeah. Alexander fast.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got Carter, too.
Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Good game, bro.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.